No snow on the ground. It is cold, but it is nice. I have a story. Unfortunately, I got scammed. On Facebook or YouTube, you might see this ad, $250 invest and you'll make $1,000 a day and automatic trading and nothing to do but just, the initial deposit. Anyhow, I've been seeing the ad on Facebook for years, probably years, literally. And I trusted it because you figured if it's a scam by now, it would be taken down or they wouldn't allow it to happen. And so it was months and months ago that I invested. And now that I wanted to withdraw it and need it, I found out that it is totally all a scam. It was fake tokens and a fake wallet. Um, Basically, it's crypto. And now, not all crypto is a scam. There is truth to crypto and Bitcoin. I did have a crypto.com account, which you could withdraw the money. I do not know if I made any money on that crypto account. I would have to add up all my deposits and then add up the withdrawals. And I'd like to do that actually, because I used to do like small $25 deposits. So, but I think I have a screenshot of every single crypto investment I did. Now, I don't know if I deleted the screenshots because my memory is full on my phone and I'm just trying to take out as much as possible. But basically, when you look it up online, it tells you to come and report it to the bank, to the police. When I talked to my bank about it, they said again to report it to the police. And there is like a crypto 1-800 number to report crypto crime to, but the police officer just told me that it doesn't go anywhere. There's nowhere that reports it. There's no agency that's following things. There's no one that helps you get your money back, I guess. Not that it was a ton of money, but it's $325. That was a lot of money to me, and it still is a lot of money to me. I was hoping to withdraw it and need it. And that's when I found out it was a fake account. And when they take the money from you, so when you go to invest, they put you on the phone with the nicest person. You're going to believe in that person. You're going to believe what they say. Uh, you could tell them you're going through a hard time and they want to scam you even more at that point. So what happened was it was an agency, an investment firm. I Googled it. I looked it up. The building was like on the 33rd floor of New York City, 67th Street, whatever. And it was a real building. It seemed to have all these real agencies in the building when I Googled like what else was in the building. So I just trusted it, which I shouldn't have, but just thinking it's the way of the future and I'm going to get ahead somehow and it's going to help me in retirement, I just believed in it. And I am someone who is unfortunately gullible. I'm not as gullible as I used to be. I'm 55 now, so I've been burned more than my share of times that I'd like to admit. And it's not because I'm blonde, it's because I believe in people. I believe in the truth. I believe in honesty. And unfortunately, that is not always a safe thing to do. So, letting you know if you see that Facebook ad, do not invest in it. Do not send that $250, which is American. So it worked out to be, I think, $325 or $350. And so, and they put me on with this nicest girl who seemed relatable. I felt bad for her. She was telling me stories of she's not able to raise her child. Her mother's raising the child. It was like she was like in Germany or something crazy, a different country. Right then should have told me, but I believe the call center just hired out people from all over. So it was just so many warning signs. But when you invest in it and you open your bank account to send them the money, they're able to see your screen. And even though you don't have the little eyeball clicked when you're putting your bank password in, as you touch it, if you look, you're going to see quickly each letter flashes. So when they're on the phone, they're seeing everything you're doing to register and get into your bank account. And then after you send them the money, it's too late. Even when at that point you might start to realize it's a scam, you've already sent them the money. And what happened with me is she wanted me to use their investment firm, which is, they're borrowing, like a financial place, which was a real place, it seemed, that you could apply for a loan. And they actually wanted me, I'm not lying, they wanted me to take out $60,000 for a loan to invest in what they were doing. Like, how do you not even start with like $1,000 for someone who's like broke and on a disability pension, how can you just throw a number of $60,000 out? At that point is when I hung up with her and I realized this isn't good. And I let it just sit there because I would follow it and watch it go up and down according to the markets. So I thought it was real. But when I went to withdraw it, I found out that they weren't real tokens and that I was scammed. So I don't and the police said there's nothing to be done. So maybe in my future I'll be able to start a if you got scammed by crypto agency to try to help people get their money back. And something else I'm very passionate about is the homeless situation. In our city is growing tremendously where there's tents everywhere on public land. People are freezing, going hungry. It's just scary. It's scary. Anyhow, just wanted to let you guys know that the world isn't always a safe place, even though we believe in people. And when I came to report it to the police, they said, you can report it, we'll take your name, your number, that sort of thing, but it doesn't go anywhere. It just sits on a report. So I'm not going to waste any of the OPP's time to report it. And I told the police officer, I said, there's a scam 1-800 number if you're scammed by crypto to call. I go, but how do you know that's not even a scam? Like that you're talking to them and somehow give them the information. And my phone, guys, I can show you in the past year how many phone calls I've gotten from international calls, people that have a 613 or the area code you live in phone number. So you think, oh, okay, this number's coming from town. It's still all scams. It's still all scams. I literally get like 3 to 5 calls a day that I got to block, and they just call from a different number, hoping you're going to answer the phone. And I think sometimes when you answer the phone, they just have access to your data bank, your phone like screen. And I don't know if that's the actual situation, even just answering the phone to these scammers. But like, oh, there's a squirrel going up the tree. Literally, he's got like a huge mouthful of pine cones or nuts. It's crazy. It's hilarious. Anyways, I can't capture it. It's already gone too far. But just don't do it, guys. If you're going to invest, go to your local bank, go to someone real, go to an agency, go to a firm in your town. You can walk in, talk to someone at an office, and hopefully that's going to be a legitimate investment firm who's literally going to help you make a change and try to get ahead instead of scam you. So I literally could cry, but I wanted to share with you guys the situation so nobody else does it. And I said to the police, why does Facebook allow this to happen? She's like, you could report the post to Facebook, but they just create a whole different post or change a word or two, and then they can repost the whole situation again. So I don't know why Facebook doesn't take accountability for it. You know that? I mean, it's not like I lost thousands of dollars. But why isn't Facebook taking accountability? So it's something I'm going to look into further to see if there's anything I can do to make a change. But just wanted to make a change here by telling you guys in person, don't invest on anything you see on Facebook or the internet, as believable as it seems. And you research it and it belongs to a real building and a real office and maybe even has a real investment firm's phone number attached to it. But when you call that specific number that might have one digit different or an extension line different, you're going through to a scamming agency. And these people are believable, man. I'm gullible, and I'm not. At 55 years old, as a nurse, as a business owner, I've had so much happen to me over the years that I was taken advantage of because I was a single mom, a single woman still to this day. And the people who pry, how do you say that when they hover over people who are in need of help? They prey upon the people who are probably in the worst situation ever. And maybe that's why the wealthy people are wealthy, because they're smarter, obviously, because I maybe made a lot of mistakes in my life. Anyhow, happy weekend, y'all. Stay safe. Don't invest on scams on the internet. And I hope this taught you something. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you learned something, just give me a thumbs up in the comment. All right. Peace out, y'all. And maybe you can share this so that people that sees it on your social media will learn as well not to invest. Maybe the only way we've got to stay ahead of these scammers are to share the knowledge here on Facebook and on the apps that we're getting scammed from. So stay safe, guys. Peace out, y'all. Sorry I'm not able to read the comments. I'm a little bit, hey, can't access anything from unanswering. They can't. Oh no. Okay, that's good to know. But there was something where I watched a documentary that said they'll call you and they'll be like, "Hi, is this?" And they'll say your name, so Shanna Cook. And if I say yes, it is, or I'll say yes, it is Shanna, something like that. Um, they say the minute they have that kind of yes, it is, and in your voice, they can use your voice authentication to access your banking app. And I have had to go and change my bank card at least 4 or 5 times in the past 7 months because it got charges on it that weren't me. So I'm trying to put a finger on how it is, and maybe they can, maybe they can't, and we don't think that they can, but they say scammers are so much even more advanced than some of our best military defense officers are, and that's why scammers are doing what they do, is because they're making millions of dollars scamming people, and it's like a free theft. There's no way they're getting caught. And I said, well, what about reporting all the phone numbers that I'm getting calls from, like literally? And there's nothing we can do. They're mostly untraceable to an overseas number. And I'm like, so I guess let's just spread the word, not to invest on anything on Facebook, as safe as it seems, or YouTube or Instagram, any of that. But I think it was Facebook. It's either Facebook or YouTube I've seen the ads on. I think it's Facebook mostly. So guys, share this. I hope somebody in your family or your friend circle, neighbor, or even a stranger learns from it and just doesn't trust, especially somebody older, like my generation and older, where the computer and the internet wasn't what we grew up with. So we see things and we think, oh, this is the way of the future. This is how investing is going. And we believe in it, but it's not to be believed in. And it's so embarrassing and hurtful. And the person I talked to knew that I was already struggling. So how can they then take the money from you? She was like, oh, I'd rather help somebody who's going to do good with it than some of the men that I help. She says, not like discriminating against men, but I'm telling you the conversation from her. She's like, some of the men I help use it for bad. They use it for drugs or prostitution and this sort of thing. And I guess they tell her this, but she's saying this story about this. So you're thinking, my gosh, I've got somebody who's really going to help me, and it's just hurtful because I do trust and believe in people. And the more and more the world goes on, that belief is shrinking and shrinking instead of growing and growing. And that's scary. That's scary. So peace out, y'all. I hope you're having a happy day. Sorry I can't see the comments. I need glasses. Why blue? Bruh, not green. This blue. Why do you have green eyes and I don't? They're blue. But my eye color changes when I'm happy, when I'm angry, when I'm sad, when I'm tired. My eyes go from this ocean blue with green to really ice blue, like to the point where I even go, wow, I can't, like, how does my eyes even do that? And then sometimes they are green, literally green, but I do have blue eyes. Thank you guys, though. I appreciate that if that's a compliment. But please do share this with family and friends. Don't let somebody you know or love or even just a stranger get ripped off. Let's share the message. And literally still sitting at the police station, as you can see, because I wanted to come and try to make a difference, but it's a different route we have to take for security. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe. Have a happy day. And wish everyone many blessings.